Hey, hello, and welcome back to the garage. It's day number 4 for getting the 66 Mustang into primer. I had to go to our favorite store, Harbor Freight, and pick up a few things. Walmart didn't have everything I needed, so I went an inline dryer filter system. So I have got a pressure regulator on the outlet of my compressor set up. And there's what I bought. Hopefully it works good. So I have a water trap, basically a separator on the outlet, and it probably removes 70% of the water. So I wanted to get another one to help reduce that even more. Plus this one has a desiccant dryer. It's got some silica gel beads that you put in the final filter, and that's supposed to absorb the moisture, and you stop using these. I think with primer it's probably not going to kill me, but I still don't want water in it. So with my air compressor, so this is my rigging. There's my outlet and my pressure regulator or water separator. Here comes from my extra compressor I have with a check valve to keep from flowing backwards. And then the copper tubing comes off of the outlet of this compressor, coils up. I'll put 2 bags of ice in that, chill that air, and that'll condense the water vapor. I'll remove it there. I'll put another, the one I bought from Harbor Freight, I'll just put it on the outlet of this, and I'll have 2 on it. And that should knock my moisture down to an acceptable dew point level. All right, so moving forward this morning, I'm going to get the double check my sanding work on the Mustang. I know I need to hit the tail panel again. I'm just going to give it a good going over, and then I'm going to start, I'll clean it all up, and I'll start masking and taping and putting plastic on and everything else. So anyway, that's where I'm at. I do need to go out to Walmart and get some more light, even though, stand back here a minute, even though that looks like it's good light, on the driver's side it is, the top not so much. I've got a receptacle there. I think I could put 2 more lights here. That's an old fluorescent style. I can change that one out. I may be able to put another light there, and I think I'm out of plug-ins here. I might be able to put another light over here. So I can get, I think I'll get 4 lights. I will get 2 on this side. I'll get 1 for here, that's 3, and I'll get 2 for up here. So that's 5 lights. I'll run out and get those later on today. So I think instead of sanding first, I'm going to work on this air dryer. So I noticed that the flow is this way on mine, and the flow. So if I put it up there, the flow arrows are going to be backwards. So you want to go through this one first, because this is the coalescer and moisture remover. And then, of course, this is the desiccant. And I think I can just flip these and get the orientation right and still be all right. So what I'm going to do is, it looks like this is hinged right here. And then there's a cap screw right there with a metric Allen wrench in it. So I think I can just flip these over. Let's see if I'm right. Oh, yeah. So I think I just need to flip that over so the arrow's that way. See, there's just an O-ring seal in there on both sides. So I'll move this one over this way, and I'll move this one this way, and I can still see the sight glass, the flow direction, so I should be in good shape. Tighten this down and hopefully it doesn't leak. That's my concern, is this thing may be pretty cheap and it's going to leak, which is, I guess, not too bad of a thing, but I mean, you're wasting air for every little bit of a leak you got. Okay, so I should be able to mount that on there like that, and that should have the air come in this way and go out that way. And then I can still, you know, it's got plenty of sight glasses on it. Here's your moisture drain, kind of like that. That's kind of a neat feature. I'll go ahead and put the, yeah, I'll wait on the desiccant. I don't want to charge it yet. So now I got to get from, I think that's 3/8 or 1/4 inch there. I got to figure out my fittings, but I'll take that apart real quick. Okay, so here's my existing regulator. It's got this bowl on it. It goes up there like that. Thing's pretty dirty, so that's okay. I'll clean it up real quick. It still works for what it's supposed to do, and then there's just this metal locking mechanism that holds the bowl on. So I can't remember where I got that at. So anyway, so the thought is we'll screw that on there, and then it looks like both of these are 3/8. We'll screw that on there. I'll put it up on the wall, and air will come in here and dry air will come out here. So let's see what we got. Okay. Okay, that cleaned up real good. I just took it up to the house and sprayed some lime away on it and hit it with a rag, and man, it's crystal clear. I should have done that a long time ago. I didn't get this coalescing element quite cleaned up as good as I'd hoped, but it'll be all right. So this has got an O-ring seal. I'm going to put a little super. If you've not used that before, that is some good stuff. Silicone based O-ring lube, and it does a fantastic job, and it won't break down the O-ring, so it's not petroleum based, silicone based. So we'll just put a little bit there, slide that on here, get it sealed, and then we'll put our cap on, and that snaps into place, and I'm ready to go. So we'll take that, we'll screw that in here. Hang on a minute. Okay, I was going to have another water trap I was going to put on there, but it's 1/4 inch, and I'm not going to mess with it. There we go. So now I got 2 moisture traps and a desiccant dryer, so it's basically a 3-stage, or I've seen on some websites they call it 4-stage. Air treatment. So 3/8 inch flow, it'll handle double what my compressors will put out. So we'll be in pretty good shape here. So now I just got to get it screwed to the wall, And I'll put my fittings in there, and then I'll put the desiccant charge in, and then I'll pressure it up and we'll leak check it. Okay, here's my new rigging. It looks a little better this way. I had to move the regulator down that way, so I'd bend my tubing up a little bit, but I think this regulator's leaking a little bit. I'm not sure what's going on with that. It's not leaking so much, it's keeping the compressor running off and on as you would think. But yeah, so I got the other hose hooked up, the other compressor set up, so you know both compressors tie in at the outlet of this one, run through the copper coils into the bucket, which I'll fill with ice, and from there it goes through both moisture traps and the desiccant dryer, and that should keep me dry. Okay, I'm going to blow the garage out. It's almost lunchtime, so I'm going to take a break and get a bite to eat and finish come out here and cleaning things up, and then I'll start cleaning and masking stuff off, getting ready for the shoot tomorrow. I did a little bit more sanding and just some spots that I'd missed, and I think I'm ready, so I'll get some lunch and we'll go from there. It's looking real good. Yeah, I'm using magnets to help hold that plastic in place until I can get the tape on it. And I had trouble getting some of the tape to stick too because it was dirty, so I used spray away glass cleaner to kind of wipe that surface down. But the magnets were a big help. Okay, what I'm doing here is I had some old rosin paper, and I wanted to get the underneath side covered up, so I split that in half. It's about 18 inches wide now, and I used some heavy magnets to hold that back behind the rocker panel there. So it worked out pretty slick. It only just took a few minutes to get it on, and that's going to keep the overspray from getting under the car. slipping this tape back behind the cat's whiskers, or the belt line weather strip, whatever you want to call it here. And it's sliding in there pretty good. And that's going to keep me from having a gnarly paint line there, I hope, as long as I can get the tape back out. And then I'll get the plastic up here and tape it off, and that side will be done. Another long day. It's not as tiring though. Just got it covered up. Must be a Mako paint job. Remember Earl Schaub's and Mako Body Shop? Paint a car for $99. I never took one there, but they said they could. Okay, I'm winding down day 4. I think we're doing pretty good. Yeah, I had a viewer comment about all this mess here, and you know, that's probably be the best looking piece on the whole car, because it's got all the low spots filled. So everything's taped off. I will have some paint lines, I know that. I've got a plan for that. I hope it works out. But they'll be somewhere that's not real visible. And I'm hoping I can get them sanded out. Okay, end of day 4. Everything's taped and masked. I'll go over it again tomorrow and make sure that it's where I want it. I still need to get some plastic and tape underneath this. I don't want the overspray to get it. So I still got to do that yet this evening. We got to do the trunk and the hood. I'm going to spray them off the car. I never got my lights today. It's probably close to 6 o'clock now. So I still need to get the lights. And more importantly, I've got to get the metal prep done. I got to get it clean and then degrease it maybe a couple of times. I may do that tomorrow morning. And I still got seam sealer to put on, and I'd like to get that done tonight after I get this video published. So yeah, I'm doing good. Not as tiring as a day today, but still fairly busy, but I feel comfortable with everything so far, and we'll see how the day goes. Hey, appreciate you guys watching, and give me a follow and some likes on my videos, and just really appreciate everybody watching, even the good comments, the bad comments, no comments. Hey, it's all me, brother. All right, take care and see you tomorrow.